Stevenson called him a duck. He claims he sent you a contract to fight him when the WBC ordered.
Shakur Stevenson called him and said he sent you a contract to fight him. The WBC then ordered the bout as rumors of a possible battle between Isaac Cruz and Shakur Stevenson were circulating. The fight between Shakur Stevenson and Isaac Cruz didn't happen in the past, but everything that happened pointed to a matchup between the two fighters soon, especially after they faced off in person. I tried to fight Isaac Cruz first, and he was the first person I tried to fight, but they said no. His team said no. Shakur Stevenson was one of the most promising boxing prospects a few years ago, and now he's one of the biggest rising star STS. What was your response? The world champion may not be one of the most impressive and spectacular fighters to watch, but he's one of the most skillful young boxers. His manager said no. His father said no. I want to fight, dude. If that was next, I'll be with it. Although he doesn't still have big names on his resume, the 27-year-old talent has won all of his 22 fights as a professional, and his boxing IQ hasn't been matched by any of his opponents so far. After outpointing Artem Harat Union in his last fight, it has been debated who he should take on next and who will be Shakur Stevenson's next opponent, while several other names may come to mind. Regarding this, Isaac Cruz has emerged as a very possible opponent, seeing they both have a history together. A possible matchup between the pair of world champions is now talked about again. After they both met at a public event, nothing much happened until Shakur Stevenson tried trolling Isaac Cruz for ducking him and going for a lesser opponent again. But I don't think you want to fight me. I think he know it. This led to some confrontation and stare down between the two fighters. However, both were unwilling to throw punches as they walked past each other. Isaac Cruz is preparing for his first title defense, a match against Jose Valenzuela Pitbull. Isaac Cruz will have an easy time defending his first title because he knows what he's up against, a fighter that is unwilling to fight. It has been confirmed that Mexico City's Cruz will put his WA 140-pound gold on the line against Jose Ario Valenzuela. Their match is scheduled for August 3rd. Israel Medev undercard match featuring Terrence Bud Crawford at __ Stadium in Los Angeles, California. The official announcement of both fights is planned for this Wednesday in New York during a press conference. Soundtrack City, the occasion will commemorate the first boxing match outside of the Middle East for Turkey's Al and Riyadh season. On March 30 at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Cruz defeated Rolando Ry Romero in the 8th round to win the title. Romero entered the fight as the underdog and ultimately proved to be the underdog, reinforcing all the arguments that his victory over Barroso was genuinely unjustified. The squat slugger moved up in weight and easily defeated Romero for his first big title win on Fight Night. Rolando Rele Romero Pitbull. Isaac Cruz stated that he came into the fight with the intention of stopping Rele Romero, and he ultimately outclassed him en route to winning via technical knockout in the 8th round and the WBA super lightweight music title. Cruz had Romero hurt badly in the opening round, and Rele was just unable to do much of anything with him in the entire fight. Even the punches that the heavy-handed Romero landed seemed to have no effect on Pitbull, who hurt Romero repeatedly after a truly one-sided 7th round where Romero was on skates repeatedly. The doctor told referee Thomas Taylor that it was getting close to time for a stoppage in the 8th. When Romero got hurt again, Taylor stepped in. Yeah, we thought they were going to give Ry Romero time to recover, but no. Cruz jumped on him right away. He knew he had him out. He wasn't there for the 25-year-old Cruz. It was his first world title, and what was also his first fight in the 140 pounds division. The crowd in Las Vegas was loudly and heavily backing the Mexican warrior, who said he wanted to face the top names at 140. Which could be tough given that none of them are with premier boxing champions at the moment, though that could change. So he just did on overhand, right overhand, left just power shots, and now he has eventually found himself with Valenzuela on December 16th in Minneapolis. Valenzuela, a 24-year-old Mexican southpaw, won the 2023 Knockout of the Year after stunningly stopping Chris Colbert in the 6th round. This will be his first fight for a title. The contestant witnessed Valenzuela exact revenge for a contentious loss to Colbert on March 2nd of last year. I would want to thank the referee once again for providing him with a chance to compete for a world title, but he never did. Conversely, Shakur Stevenson is searching for his next opponent. Stevenson is currently free agent after winning the last fight on his top-ranked contract against Artem Harutyunyan earlier this month on points. Although Don Davis has been mentioned as a potential opponent, it appears that both men will have to wait to face off in the ring. Stevenson and Davis have both expressed a desire to face off to see who is the better fighter, but Stevenson has also been looking for a fight with two-time Olympic gold medalist Vasyl Lomachenko and super lightweight champion Devin Haney. We all know that Tank and I will have the biggest fight in years, and when that happens, everyone will want to be involved. I'll think about it when it happens, but there's no doubt that my fight with Davis will stop everyone. For now, I'll just relax and try not to think about it. I mentioned that I have Arum in front of me, and that's the focus. Saturday will be a great show. SEC, you've been successful in this venue, so what are your expectations? If we really think about it, every hood in America will want to watch that fight. It's going to be a tremendous fight, the biggest and best fight to make in boxing. Stevenson continued, "That's my game plan and my ultimate goal. I want to kick the door down with that fight. Honestly, that's the direction I want to go in. I'm going to be at 135 loads for a minute," he stated. "I want to be undisputed at 135 and win the belts one by one. I know that my time will come. Tank Davis has nowhere else to go but fight me. Ultimately, me and him will have to square off, and that's my opportunity. However, for the time being, we're focused on Tim." The World Boxing Council has ordered the American to fight Williams AA, the top-ranked contender, next with a purse bid scheduled for August 20th. As a result, a bidding war is anticipated to occur for Stevenson's next appearance, with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing and Floyd Mayweather's Mayweather Promotions both recently expressing interest in teaming up with the 27-year-old who's there at 135 that you would want to match Stepa with the one match I would love, right? Slash raising the price in spite of this, it's still uncertain if Golden Boy would go after the competition. Oscar de la Hoya, the CEO, has been adamant that he won't participate in the bout until Stevenson signs a deal with Golden Boy first. Meanwhile, have a look at what the boxing star wrote on X last night. "William Zapata is a fierce fighter who is unrestricted in his choices of opponents. He is ranked number 1 by all 4 major sanctioning bodies and could face Pitbull in the Mexican War. However, he may only have 2 fights available to him. The World Boxing Association champion Devin Davis and the International Boxing Federation title holder Vasyl Lomachenko are currently in talks for a unification clash this November outside of the World Boxing Council. Zapata could also face World Boxing Organization champion Denis Berenchi, who won the title in May by defeating Emmanuel Navarrete via split decision. Right now, I would pit him against anyone. Sheikh, the only one that I am, Shakur Zappa, has proven to be a tough opponent. Thus far in his 31-fight career, none of his opponents have been able to ask the Mexican boxer any meaningful questions. Cameron has won 27 of his 31 fights via knockout, and he has respectable victories over former International Boxing Federation super featherweight champion Joseph Diaz and former world title challenger Maxa Hughes. However, just because a boxer is ordered to face